Hi everyone, Jimmy here, the owner of the Brothers That Just Do Gutters out in Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania. Ever wonder what the process is when you go to a restaurant and they bring you your meal and you're wondering what's the status of the kitchen over there? Is it clean? Is it organized? So we kind of wanted to show you so you can get an idea of when we come out to do your gutter work, what is it like? Are we organized? Are we professional? So this is sort of like the gutters version of a kitchen on how we prepare to get your work done before we show up at your house. So a lot of our clients have been asking, hey, what do you guys, do you have an office? Do you have an, facility, and so on and so forth? So we kind of wanted to give you an idea or sort of like a tour of our facility. Some of you guys know that we moved probably about 5 to 6 months ago. And so this is our new facility. It's actually a business center. So there are other businesses here like Traffic Plan. You probably know them. They're the guys who typically control traffic anytime there's like a construction going on and so on and so forth. So they're here. It's very quiet here today because it's a Sunday afternoon, so most of the businesses are closed. But don't ask me what I'm doing here. But anyway, so a lot of other businesses are here, but we're here as well. So I want to give you like a short tour of our office, our facility, so you kind of have an idea what we do and how we do it and where we do it. This is the front door right here. So this leads to basically inside of the office. As you can see, this is basically our conference room. This is where we make a lot of decisions. We train our guys, hold meetings, like crew meetings with our guys. Not enough seats right now. We probably have about 8 guys in the field right now. But this is where we sit, and then we get to put everything on the board, the week before. We talk about, what went right, what went wrong, how can we correct it. We celebrate our wins. We improve on the areas where we probably fell short. Then right over here is where we put up all the numbers. So we're very transparent. We don't hide anything. All our guys know exactly what they're supposed to be producing and so on and so forth. We believe in a team mentality that if you, put all the numbers up and the guys know what they're supposed to be producing, then they take ownership of what they're supposed to be contributing to in terms of our numbers and so on and so forth. So it's a great tool to motivate your team so that everybody feels like they belong. Over here, we have a lot of books that we read. We encourage our guys to read our books. One of my favorite people is actually Steve Jobs. You probably, a lot of you probably know. This is the guy who started the iPhone and the iPad and the iEverything, including the Apple TV. So he's a huge inspiration of mine, even though he's gone. But this is a genius to change the world, and we all want to feel like we're changing the world in one way or another. So, I love reading about him and his books and his story and so on and so forth. Up here we got this last year, actually. This was an award that we got for becoming $1 million company. So we're very proud of that. And we keep it up there to remind us of where we've come from and where we're headed. You always have to stay focused as to, what your next goal is. So that's that. Right in here is our office manager's desk. And that's Amanda. She's incredible. She keeps us out of trouble, makes sure that everything is done right. So that's her desk. Right over here is a reminder of why we are doing what we are doing, and that's for our family, for our families, our children. So that's that, and that's what keeps us motivated. And so that's pretty much it. Right over here, a story behind this is actually, these are the original starters of the brothers that just do gutters. Ryan and Kenny, I've known them probably over 20 years. Met them in Africa when they came there as missionaries, and we became friends. And so this is about 4 years ago when we actually started the business. And they came to visit, and this is such an iconic picture because it was sort of like an impromptu picture, but it really captured the essence of what it means to be brothers. And great guys. We wouldn't be where we are today if it wasn't for them. And so they have been a huge sort of, part of a huge impact in our lives in terms of where we've come from and where we are today. So we are forever indebted to them because of the vision that they had, and also because of the processes and the system that they've set in place so that this whole franchise thing can work. And we are sort of believers in that because we have seen it work. So, great folks to get to know. And then that's pretty much it. Next, I'm going to show you where, quote unquote, the kitchen is. And this is where everything is set. So this is our warehouse. It's about 3,400 to 3,600 square feet of warehouse space. And I put that banner there so it reminds us of who we are and what we're about, and what we do, and we're the brothers that just do gutters. So if you have gutter work that needs to get done, we're the right people to call, but because we just do gutters and we do it right. Right over here is our training facility, and this is where we get to show our guys what to do, how to do it, so that they're doing a great job for you. So we get to show them what's hidden hangers, seamless gutters, what's a drip edge, what's an outlet, and so on and so forth. And nobody leaves here until they have graduated summa cum laude. That's, I think, when you graduate like on a really high level. They call you summa cum something. So I don't know. I never finished college, but my wife, she graduated one of those cum something, cum laude, cum lady, or whatever. So, but this is where we get to train our guys, so they do a great job. The rest is basically us, our warehouse. This is basically where we store everything. So you can kind of get an idea as to how we function. Over here is, these are all like different sizes of downspouts, 3x4, 2x3, all different colors. So we keep those right over here. We separate everything because we actually carry different sizes of material. So there is the standard 5-inch right over there, and all its accessories, which is like 2x3, end caps, outlet miters, and so on and so forth. The different kind of guards that we have in 5-inch, and on this side is basically 6-inch 3x4, and these are more like the commercial size gutters and so on and so forth. Over here, this is where all the specialty material goes. So, copper. Everybody loves copper, right? Can we hear amen for that? Yep, copper, as you can see. So this is where we store our half-round stuff, including copper, aluminum, bronze, and so on so forth. That's all in there. Where we keep all our wood accessories. We have a lot of space. We're not sure what to do with it, but again, it's still a work in progress. So we're gonna keep going. And so this is it. Right over here, this is where we stage what we call the staging zone. So this is where we actually get to lay out materials for the guys. You can see the staging zone 1, staging zone 2, staging zone 3, staging zone 4, staging zone 5. And that basically means the total number of crews that we have, total number of trucks that we have. So we have 5 trucks, and in each truck there's 2 people. So it's a total of 10 technicians that are going out on a daily basis to make sure that we're getting the jobs completed. So what we do here is we basically set materials for them for the day. So all they got to do is just, show up, open up the trucks, load up the materials, and get going. Everybody knows what their staging zone is based on the truck number. As far as the truck, these, we basically have this docking doors here. So this is where the guys back up their trucks, and they open them up, and they basically just carry whatever they need right into the truck, and then they get going. So that's the trucks that we have right now, as you can see. And this is great because then they get to load all these, whatever. So one of the questions that we actually get a lot is, how do you guys carry like a 20, a 30, or 40-foot gutter on the truck to be able to store it? Well, we don't carry long gutters. What we basically do is we have these coils here, and basically what happens is we take these coils and we load them onto a machine in the truck, and then we just roll them out on the site to the exact size of each section of the roof. So we have 2 different sizes. This will be the 5-inch, as you can see, and then right over here is the wider, and that will be the 6-inch right over there. So basically that's how we make the gutters on site. On the next video, we'll show you how on the machines that we actually roll out the coil so it forms a gutter. But for today, we wanted to basically show you, where did the long gutters come from, and they actually come from these coils right here. In the back here, this is where we basically store, our scrap. So we have those big containers right over there. That's a 40-yard container, and that's where we throw all the scrap that the guys come back with from jobs. And those are money makers, because all that scrap basically we get to recycle them, and then we get a check for them. And what we do is we actually put it in a separate account where we get to use that to basically incentivize the guys to do a great job, so on and so forth. So we give them bonuses at the end of the year. We recognize who's the employee of the year or what's the team of the year. And we just use that to be able to, to reward our guys for a job well done for carrying us throughout the entire year. And so we're very proud of the guys that we have, because they're such hard workers. They do an incredible job, and we're so proud of them. And so, you always want to make sure that you're rewarding your employees, and one of the ways that we do that is taking that scrap money, putting it in an account somewhere, and then at the end of the year, we're rewarding every single one of our employees with a Christmas bonus for a job well done. So in a nutshell, that's basically what we do. So you have an idea where we come from and what we do and how we do it. And we are the guys to call. We're the premier gutter company in the Lehigh Valley. So if you need any kind of gutter work or soffit or fascia work done, we're the guys to call. We appreciate those who have stood by us. We appreciate those who keep referring us. And we keep working hard every single day to make you proud. And we thank you for the business that you've given us. Have a great day. Bye.